Hey, so I'm using this elastic band strap thing to stretch my shoulders out. You can also just use a belt or a strap or a scarf that you don't mind if it rips a little bit. um, Anything, old t-shirt, but it's got to be wide enough to where you're not straining. So nice wide at first, but we want the fingers extended. We want the arms straight. And I learned this from Leela also. I just want to get credit where credit is due. So we're going to go up and around. We're looking for full range of motion in the shoulders, which are, of course, a ball and a socket joint, right? So we don't have to do anything with our body to move our shoulders, right? So from the side, I don't need to react with my body if I'm moving my shoulders, right? I don't need to let go of my booty or my belly because that's not going to help me. It feels kind of nice, but if I stand nice and tall, I get more extension ultimately. And then if I can make it smaller by looping. I like to loop one hand first so that you're not straining too much and make it tighter. And then when it's tighter, that's a better stretch. Tighter is even better of a stretch. But I want to keep my hands, my arms straight. Now, what if I go up to the top, pause, and lean? Inhale, exhale, pause, and lean. Just following my breath. It's a great neck opener. I'm going to move your neck a little bit side to side. I'm just going to let it do little crackly pops. Twisting's nice. So you might notice my breath is nice and calm. I'm not gasping for air and I'm not opening my mouth to exhale. So I'm keeping my mouth closed on the exhale. And that keeps my breath nice and soft and nice and calm. Feels really good. It wakes you right up. I highly recommend. So what I'm gonna do is, and my teacher Leela showed me this, by the way. I'm gonna put my block here and line it up with my chin. And by the way, it helps to kind of be on an empty stomach, ideally, for this one. So we're gonna just find the chest is gonna find the wall. And then I'm gonna drag the block down. By the way, my feet are pretty close to the wall. They're not far. If you're struggling, just step in closer to the wall. And then just pop your booty back, drop your chest to the wall. You can bend the knees a little bit. And then the breath. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're inhaling and exhaling. That's really important. So if I'm talking, I'm not doing that. But that's what you're doing, is inhaling and exhaling. Nothing else, no talking. Then I'm going to turn my block, walk back, place my hands thumb to thumb, and drop my arms straight and my legs straight and drop my back between them. I like to spread my fingers on this. Another nice thing to do is to imagine pressing this wall up into the ceiling. So you're sliding this wall up into the ceiling. You can also hold the block like this. And you don't even need a block. You can just do it with the wall. And also, if you're a guy and you've done the first one, you might want to have it this way, because if you have a wider shoulder girdle, you would want the block that way. For me, I was doing it that way. So just experiment with what feels good. You want your arms to be shoulder width apart though, not wider. So this is wider than shoulder width. This is shoulder width. So finding where your shoulder width arms are is really important. Yeah, it's just straight out from your shoulders in a straight line. So if you imagine being on a trapeze, you're gonna wanna keep that, because that's how the trapeze is about that wide, right? So you're just gonna, or if you're a monkey on a branch, you're gonna grab that, and then that's gonna be the range there. So that's kind of nice to, and then even narrower is kind of, it's a bigger stretch. So, start with that. I like to also do hand and arm stuff on the wall. Especially this left arm of mine has been giving me all sorts of issues, and so I breathe into it, try to let it go. Try to open this chest, open my neck. So hands being flat is really important. Hands being flat on the wall. It's like a starfish. Your hand is like, can you guys see my hand? Yeah, this flat hand? Okay. You can use furniture, walls, whatever you need to find the spots where you need to let go, And then I'm finding shoulder width again here, and then dropping. Feet are parallel, that's important. So your hips are parallel, your feet are parallel like train tracks. Your toes are spread, your hands are spread. You're feeling energy through all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. You're feeling your wrists relax. Our hands do a lot of work, right? Because, between texting, typing, toothbrushing, fork holding, doorknob opening. Our hands do a whole lot of work. Instrument playing, for those of you who are musicians, graphic designers, of all sorts of repetitive motion design. So yeah, we need to relax our hands. We need to let go. We need to let go of the tension. You're just letting go of the tension, letting it go. Let it ebb out. And just hang. You're hanging. You can also squeeze your inner thighs up a little bit. That's kind of nice. You can squeeze the lower belly up and experiment with how that feels, and kind of round. That's a whole different thing from the arch, right? So you can go through the different parts. So we go through an arch, we tuck it in, hips go forward, chin goes down. So yeah, use the wall. The wall and the floor are good friends to you. Have a great day.